What's going on, fellow Marvel Legends collectors? Solid Dave Snake here, kicking off my reviews for the brand new Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Build-A-Figure Titus series. And I'm going to kick off these reviews with the figure that I was looking forward to most in this series, and that is Yondu. And this is a excellent Marvel Legend action figure, especially for the cinematic universe. Probably my favorite Marvel Legend so far this year. So let's just jump right into him and I'll show you the Build-A-Figure piece he comes with first. It is the right arm for Titus, which I'm not going to build this Build-A-Figure, but it does look pretty neat. Almost reminds me of Colossus's skin here on the arm. And one really cool thing about this Yondu, and one thing that I've been liking that Marvel Legends has been doing with these action figures, is giving power effects. And this effect for his arrow is excellent. And it is very soft plastic. It's all one piece. Of course, the arrow on the tip being painted gold, which mine is a little warped up, which it may be that way with a lot of these, and you'll just have to heat it up and straighten it out. But it does connect in his holster. If I pull back his duster, you can see that that translucent plastic goes all the way through the holster and plugs into this hole on the back. So it will keep it stationary. But you don't have to stick it all the way in there if you don't want to. You can get a little more length out if you can kind of get it hanging out here on the edge. But all in all, just a great design and concept for his power effect. And now that I have it out, I'll give you a little bit of a closer look. And it's very pliable. Kind of almost a pinkish red trail behind the arrow, which looks a lot like how it did in the movie. And the arrow came out pretty nice, right on the back end where the fletching of the arrow connects to the power effect. It's all one piece, but where they painted it, it kind of gets a little sloppy back there. But overall, not too bad. So, very cool accessory. And he does come with alternate heads, which I love that. You can get both looks from Yondu in the new movie and Yondu from the first Guardians movie. Of course, right now I have his full mohawk head on for the second movie. And to give you a little comparison, I have Star-Lord opened as well from this series. Two characters from the new movie. And they do look good together. But it's very easy to change it. Just pop it right off and you can put on the new head. Of course, this one being the first movie head sculpt. And likewise, I'll bring out that first series Star-Lord, so that he will go with him as well for that first movie. But let me just pop both of these off and give you a really close look at both of them together, because I don't know if it's just Michael Rooker's face that comes out very well in these action figures, because in the Walking Dead action figures, his toy looked ridiculously close to his actual likeness. Something about whenever they do these head face scans, his face comes out really good in them. Because that's an excellent head sculpt on both of them. Looks just like Michael. And of course, this newer head sculpt having that whistling look on his lips, and the old one having this kind of shit grinning look. And he does have that scar on the right side on both head sculpts. A little closer look at this one all around. Just great detail and definition. Beard came out nice. And the short mohawk looks good. And likewise with the long. And a little bit of color variation in there on the mohawk. Very clean line work from his kind of aqua blue skin tone to the mohawk. And the eyes came out great in both of them. Those red eyes. So, alright, now to move on to the actual body of the figure. And Hasbro did an excellent job with this duster coat that he has on. Kind of reminds me of Cowboy's jacket, these Reaver jackets. Just a lot of detail throughout with the wrinkling. It's excellent work. And it is very pliable. Of course, we have Reaver's logo up here. Little gold detail over here. And there is color variation from the actual duster. This strap going around the shoulder. Even ripped up a little bit down below. Just looking wore in. Just little details all throughout here. These little holes. Inside, really good detail on his overall body. And down on his pants as well. And you could remove this jacket if you want. Just for the sake of doing it, I'll show you. It's very simple. Just put his arms back. And then the jacket will pull right off. Kind of give you a look at how his overall body sculpt is here underneath that. Which it does look weird without the jacket. Of course, the arms look bigger. They are meant for that coat. And you can see now that this belt and holster down here for his arrow are individual pieces. This is a separate piece, which, as far as I've noticed, you can't unsnap it and take it off. So it is stuck on there unless you cut it or remove them at the waist. And here you can see where that power effect plugs in back there. And of course his articulation is vastly improved here whenever the coat is off of him. Get a lot more movement, especially in the legs. But let's put that back on for the sake of showing you how his articulation is going to work with the way you want to present him here. And his articulation is great. Of course, he has that ball joint and hinge at the head, which, with the jacket on, hinders it. If you have it off, you could take it all the way. But he will look this far down and this far up. So pretty good movement there. And at the shoulders, he has that ball joint and hinge, which will go up to a little past 90 degrees. And, of course, rotate all the way around. Cut here. Get full rotation out of. Double jointed elbows, which will go all the way up and back straight. And his hand is on a peg and hinge, which you can get full rotation out of and hinge that far back, that far in. And he has an ab crunch, but it is limited with this coat. You can get full range forward, but going back, it's only really going to go straight because the coat is going to pop that back. And at the legs, he can kick this far up and this far to the side. You can get full rotation here at the upper thigh. And he does have double jointed knees, which will go all the way up and back straight. And he does not have a cut here at the boot, which would have been a nice point for a cut since it would have been well hidden. But his foot does go all the way back that far forward, and he has the ankle pivot. So overall, this is probably the best done Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy cinematic action figure that has been made so far. Definitely the best likeness that has been done to any character. Looks exactly like Michael Rooker's face in this action figure. And just a great, unique character to have, since he has a main role in this new movie. It's great that they added him in the roster of action figures. And in the next series of the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Legends action figures, we're going to get more characters. I know we're going to get Manus, and I think a new Rocket, Baby Groot, I think a new Gamora. So we're going to get a couple new ones. So, alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed the review, and if you want this action figure, they are stocking this series at Walmart now, so run out and pick them up while they last, because this is going to be a scalper heavy action figure right here. So, alright, I'll catch you later.